Beautiful. Thank you. Welcome. I'm excited about what we're going to do today. Typically with the meditations that we do, it's that along the lines of mindful meditation and practicing sitting with whatever comes up. Um, and today we're going to do that, but with some more intentionality with being able to relax. And this is something that I do quite a bit in my work at Carleton College. I help run biofeedback services and relaxation services. So helping students, lots of times students with anxiety, be able to practice when I want to, lowering that anxiety, being able to calm down. And so it falls, I think, under the umbrella of meditation, even though it's a little different than that mindful meditation where we'll sit up, we'll practice sitting with whatever comes up. And so I will share my screen and I'll talk for probably 2 or 3 minutes to set things up. I'm going to throw out 2 concepts at you before we jump into a relaxation meditation. Oh, host disabled participant screen sharing. So maybe I won't be able to do that. But that's okay. So there's 2 concepts. The first is we all have something called an autonomic nervous system. Some head nods. So this might not be news to many of you. It might be old news. But the autonomic nervous system takes care of things that we don't have to think about. It happens automatically, the autonomic part of that. And there's 2 branches within that system. One is called the sympathetic system and one is the parasympathetic. And those words might ring a bell for some folks. But the sympathetic system is the part of the nervous system that increases arousal. So it increases our heart rate, our breathing rate, our muscles get more blood flow to them. We might become a little bit more tense. Our eyes become a little bit more alert. We have some of those stress hormones that are activated. And then the other system, the parasympathetic one, is the counterbalance one. And Tom is saying that, oh, I can share my screen now. So we're gonna do that. So maybe you can see this. So yeah, the one system increases arousal, and then the other system, the parasympathetic one, decreases arousal. So that's what slows our heart rate down, slows our breathing rate down. It might help us feel more relaxed. And the sympathetic system is oftentimes referred to as the fight, flight, or freeze system. So when we're nervous, when we're scared, that's the system that kicks in, and our heart starts to beat faster, and our muscles get tense, and there's a whole lot of things that happen in our body. And the parasympathetic system is the one that is sometimes referred to as rest and digest. So it helps us slow down. And for a lot of folks in society today, in particular the college students that I work with, are quite good at the fight, flight, or freeze. And maybe day in, day out, they're go, 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 do, 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 and they're feeling that arousal. And so it's helpful to be able to practice when I want to. How can I slow things down? And whether it's for 2 or 3 minutes or for a few hours at a time, be able to really relax. And of course, both these systems are really important. And then the last thing that I'll just throw out, which I find fascinating before we jump in, is, and just think for a minute, what is the difference between anxiety and excitement? And there's usually different thoughts or feelings that come up for folks. And the fascinating thing is that physiologically, anxiety and excitement are pretty much identical. It's the exact same things that happen in your body when you get excited and when you get anxious. The same hormones, it's that sympathetic nervous system kicking in. But experientially, they're wildly different. They're not at all the same. One is very pleasant, fun. We're wanting something, approaching it. And the other, anxiety, we're scared, we're moving away, something bad is going to happen. And but it can be helpful for people to recognize, oh, physiologically, it's the same thing that's going on. That's why some people love scary movies and other people can't stand them. Some people love roller coasters or bungee jumping because they like that sympathetic system kicking in and feeling all that, the surges of hormones and other things. So So with that in mind, we're going to practice engaging the parasympathetic system and slowing down. And go ahead and find a comfortable sitting position, or of course you can lie down if you'd like. And we get to practice today some breathing, some body scanning, and some autogenics. And you can, if you'd like, close your eyes. Or if you're not comfortable closing your eyes, that's fine. Just leave them at a fixed point, maybe a little bit in front and down. And go ahead and initially just take a nice deep breath. And take a moment to notice. Notice the sounds in the air, any smells or tastes, the temperature of the air or any air movement. And then bring your attention to your internal experience. And see what you notice. What thoughts are coming up? What feelings, emotions? What's going on inside your body? Any tensions or pains? And now bring your attention to your breath and even to your heartbeat. If you can sense your heartbeat, just notice that. If you can't sense it, maybe see if you can find it through putting your hand on your chest or even reading your pulse through your neck or wrist or armpit or groin. And if you can find your heartbeat, to just notice that at first. Is it beating fast or slow? Does it feel pressured or relaxed? And go ahead now and intentionally change your breathing a little bit. Try to make it a little smoother, a little deeper, and a little more gentle. A little smoother, a little deeper, a little more gentle. You may also experiment with letting your diaphragm expand down and your stomach rising and falling, more so than your chest rising and falling. Typically, when we relax, like when we're deep in sleep, our chest is not moving much, but we're having nice, deep, gentle breaths with our abdomen expanding and contracting. Many people refer to this as diaphragmatic breathing, or just letting your diaphragm relax and expand. And as you breathe, a little bit smoother, a little bit more gentle, maybe a little deeper. Notice what happens to your heart rate. For many people, the simple practice of breathing a little slower, a little smoother, a little more gentle, helps the body relax and the heart beat a little slower. For some people, focusing on the breath can increase anxiety or arousal. If this is happening to you, simply notice that and see if there are ways that you can intentionally breathe a little different and help your heart rate start to slow down. It might take quite a bit of practice to get better and better at being intentional about slowing down and helping your body relax. Some people are never really able to do that through focusing on the breath. And so there might be many other ways to practice relaxing and slowing down. One final thing you might notice as you are attuning to your heart and maybe feeling your pulse is that when you breathe in, your heart starts to beat a little faster. And when you breathe out, your heart starts to beat a little slower. Each time you breathe in, you're activating that sympathetic nervous system. And each time you breathe out, you activate the parasympathetic nervous system. And so within each breath, your heart beats a little faster and then a little slower. In order to activate the parasympathetic system more, you can practice breathing out for longer durations of time. For example, maybe breathing in for the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, and then breathing out for the count of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You will likely notice the more and more that you practice intentionally being able to calm down, the better you're able to do it. Maybe at night when you're wanting to fall asleep, or before giving a public speech, or while watching a scary movie. And throughout the meditation today, feel free at any point to bring your attention back to your breath, noticing what happens as you breathe in and breathe out. And then being able to intentionally breathe a little slower, a little deeper, a little smoother, a little more gentle. And now for a quick body scan, focusing on helping our entire body be able to relax. We'll start with our head. You can bring your attention to your facial muscles around your eyes, and mouth, and cheeks, your jaw and tongue, even the muscles in your forehead and scalp. And first, take a moment to notice those muscles. Notice any tension that might be there. And then go ahead and with each breath out, release more and more of that tension. With each breath out, imagine your face becoming more relaxed. Those muscles may be becoming more heavy. All the tension in those muscles, more and more, just escaping through your breath, leaving those muscles even more relaxed and heavy, and almost like they want to just melt down and be as relaxed as possible. And notice too how good that can feel, how healthy and positive and pleasant and pleasurable to let those muscles really relax. Bring your attention to your neck and shoulder muscles. And at first, just notice them. And notice any maybe tension. And then go ahead and start to release that tension through your breath out. You might notice your shoulders dropping a little bit more with each breath out, as those muscles become more and more relaxed. And again, notice how good that can feel, how pleasurable to let those muscles be relaxed and still and heavy. Bring your attention now to your arms, your shoulders, or maybe dropped more. but even your upper and lower arms, elbows, wrists, hands, and fingers. And at first, just notice any tension. And then go ahead and release that tension. Notice those muscles becoming more and more relaxed and heavy and still. And again, how good that can feel to just allow those muscles to be relaxed. You might even envision your muscles on your arms wanting to just melt down and almost melt through your body or the floor. And how good that can feel to just let those muscles and that tension just surrender and relax. And bring your attention to your back muscles, upper and lower, all along the spine, your chest and abdomen, lungs, stomach, and all the other organs, and of course all of the feelings, sensations inside your body cavity. If you're sitting, allow those muscles to remain tense and taut and helpful to maintain your posture. But any other tension or stress or pressure that's unnecessary, go ahead and release that through your breath out. If there's any nervous butterflies in your stomach, go ahead and let those go through your breath. Again, you might notice yourself breathing a little more with your stomach and less with your chest. You might notice any tension in your chest or stomach. Be relaxed more and more. Be released more and more. And again, notice how good that can feel to let all that tension go. And for a time, just be relaxed. And just notice in our time left, any tension in your hip or sit bones, your legs, upper and lower, knees, ankle, feet, and toes. And just take a few breaths to release any tension in those parts of your body. Allowing those muscles to become more and more relaxed. And again, notice how good that can feel. How pleasurable. Maybe how rejuvenating and nourishing to just let your body relax. You might notice your heart almost smiling as it beats a little slower. And now I want you to Visualize with each breath in that your muscles and your body is feeling more and more restored with energy. But there's some helpful tension coming back in, some maybe excitement or joy or anticipation of something good happening. Notice your muscles becoming a little more primed with energy to get ready to attend to the rest of your day. Whatever tasks or other things that you get to do and want to do today. Notice your leg muscles and arm muscles and back, your shoulders and neck and face and head, your stomach and chest being more and more filled with that energy, that positive tension and pressure. And notice too how good that can feel to breathe some tension, some energy back into your body as you prepare to flex those muscles and move and do the things that you need and want to do today. If you are still feeling your heart rate, you might notice it increase as you breathe more and more in and fill your body with this wonderful action potential of energy and tension and pressure. And go ahead and finish with a nice big deep breath. You can drop your chin to your chest and flutter your eyes open if they're closed. You can start to stretch and move. Let those muscles engage and flex.